the amazing part of it was there's just so much uncertainty with everything that was happening in the game. The cases themselves weren't too impossibly hard to figure out. There were certain parts of it that were tough to piece together, but going through the process was really cool of doing it. As far as the characters that ended the game, other than Hina and Kyoto, thank God Kyoto survived, by the way. I don't know how I would have handled Kyoto not surviving. But everyone else that survived was kind of awful. Not gonna, well, other than Makoto. I love Makoto. But I mean, the other three were just unbearable to me. Byakuya, they did a good job at like making bearable at the end. Talco, I just could not stand her for the entirety of the game, and the mentally handicapped fortune teller guy was just unbearable for me 90% of the time through the game. But I get their reasoning. They definitely did a good job at kind of balancing that around at the end. The twist was pretty awesome, I have to say that, but I just don't even know where to begin with the twist, man. Like, there's so many twists in this game, you never really knew what was happening, and this ultimate despair thing, based on what I've heard, is like a huge theme in the game. I also, man, they made Junko as unlikable as possible, which in a way drove me completely nuts, but in another way, like, perfectly, is a perfect balance of, like, how you want to make a villain in a game. It's just brilliant, to be completely honest. She just made you want to hate her by the end. She's so perfectly well done as a villain in this game, that I'm really interested in see how the other games will follow. But we shall see, man. We shall definitely see. I certainly made a crap ton of mistakes through this playthrough. I honestly would have liked to play it on the hardest difficulty, because I think even though, like, I had my struggles in some cases and there were some certain parts that I screwed up, like, it was relatively easy to get through all this stuff. So I think the next time I'm going to play on much harder difficulty. This was freaking wild, man. This whole story, this whole game was wild as hell. As far as my favorite characters, Kyoto was my favorite girl in the game entirely. As far as the guys, it's pretty close between Chihito and... It probably would be Chihito. I think if Leon had survived longer, he might have been up there, but since he kicked the bucket extremely early on, it has to be Chihito, because Chihito was just extremely likable for me, and just a really fun character in the game. I loved what they did with his story. I loved his reveal that the person you thought was a girl the whole time ended up being a guy. I thought that was really cool. I thought a lot of the twists in the game were pretty exceptional. And I think they really did pick a perfect person for the main protagonist. Makoto is very easy to relate to as the main character. He's somebody that, you know, the average person playing this game is going to really connect to pretty early on. And I really do like a lot about this game. There was a lot to like, and they did a really, really good job with it. It's just the ending, obviously. They left a really open-ended ending, for damn sure. We didn't really get to see, but I know that there's animes along with it, so. Oh. Oh.
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma. And I am this school's headmaster.
I don't have an explanation for that. I'm just going to ignore it. Easter egg present. I'm assuming that's going to be explained in the next game? I don't want to even know about it. So, this is a what-if simulation type play mode. So this came up, which is the school mode, which I have no idea what that is. What the fuck? So that is a new mode that is in this game that I have no idea what it is, which is really interesting. I'll have to look at that. I don't know if I'll stream it, but I'll definitely look at it and see what it is. Guys, this was nuts. This whole game was bonkers. I mean, wow, man. I feel really conflicted by a lot of things that happen in this game. But that is the enjoyment of it. That is Danganronpa. That is the best. I'm going to take a break probably from streaming for a while. If I stream again this game, I'll do that mode. But sometime next week or sometime in the near future, I'm going to do the second game. I already have it on my computer, and then I'm going to do the third one after that, obviously. But I have it all planned now, but I'm not going to start the second game for a little while. I want to kind of take in everything I watched in the first game and really, really savor in what this game really did, because it was completely bonkers, and it was nuts, and man, I really did enjoy it a lot. Quite a lot, to be completely honest. So I want to thank everybody who stopped by, took a second, or watched any of the streams I had for this game. And man, that's Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc for you. I'll let you know on social media or whatever when I'm streaming next. But thank you to everyone. Till next time, happy Danganronpa.